So what is going on, people? Welcome to episode 27 of the Sheffield Wednesday Career Radio on the EFC 24. I hope you're doing well. And well, doesn't this screen look beautiful? The Premier League graphics in-game, Season 3 in-game, because we won the championship in the last episode. If you haven't seen that, go and check that out. Obviously, pretty heavy spoilers, but we were in pole position anyway, so we saw the job through. And well, it's been quite an interesting summer, but not as you might have expected. We had a lot of sort of free agents on the list, as we normally do, but it resembled. So if you were with me and you watched the Peterborough series last year compared to the Barnsley saves the years before, when you moved up to certainly when we moved up to the Premier with Barnsley, wages weren't really like that much of an issue. Like, you could still pick decent people up for the Premier League on like 12 grand a week sort of thing. Last year, we found with Peterborough, once we became a Premier League team, everybody wanted at least 30 grand a week, even if they were a bang average player. And it was a bit similar with this, with Sheffield Wednesday, so I kind of altered my player search. I normally go out and scout a lot of players, but actually I just went with kind of what I already knew and players that we already had scouted and kind of used that. So we've got deals done a bit quicker. So there are departures. I can tell you for a fact that we have sold 10 players. 6 of those we wanted to. 4 of those I wasn't expecting to sell. Well, one of them I kind of expected to sell. 3 of them I think you'll be disappointed, but they are all offers that were too good to turn down. I think, even as a Premier League team, saying that, you know, we would be heavy favourites to go back down. We have moved this up to Ultimate. If you check the settings, as you can see there, I have moved this up now to Ultimate. So, first game's against Chelsea. That's going to go great. Yeah, we've sold 10, loaned out 2. We bought in 5, and we'll go through those in a moment. I suppose we better talk about the outs first. Right, I've removed my face cam from this bit because I'm going to have to crop this so I don't give away any spoilers. Loris Karius was the first to depart. He submitted a transfer request last season because of not getting any game time. For whatever reason, that finally decided to kick in this summer because loads of teams started making offers for him. We've sold him to PSV for 1.3 million. I'm not too upset about that. He wasn't great for us anyway. He was always a backup keeper. We picked him up on a 3 to get over $1 million for him. It was absolutely fine. So we responded, in turn, by signing Michael Cooper from Plymouth. 25 years old is Michael Cooper. We picked him up for just over 4.6 million. Again, going to the well of players that I know. Players that we had scouted with wages that we were realistic for our squad. Now, he's 74 overall, Michael Cooper. He did want a bit of a wage bump. Our highest, everyone we've signed is kind of between like 25 and 28 grand a week. So we had to bump up the wages slightly. But this guy was knocking about in League One as a 74 rated keeper. So I was like, yeah, absolutely, we'll pick him up. So yeah, Plymouth, just 4.6 million. We got a starting budget of 75 million as well, by the way. So we're absolutely healthy. So next out the door is Pelly Ruddigan Panzu. Now, this one did sadden me a little bit because he was decent for us last season. But when I took a look at the central midfielders, he is getting on a little bit. In Panzu, in terms of he is 31. Of course, a lot of the players we signed last season in terms of frees were getting on, but also compared to the others players that we had, they had, I think the decisive blow was they had more versatility, whereas Panzu could only really play central midfield. So that was the decisive factor. He's gone to Boca Juniors of all places, 1.3 million. Again, a little bit of money, but you know, it's just unfortunate, really, trying to trim the fat of this squad. We then sold Jakub Pietrowski to Luton for 1.5 million. Of course, Luton's still in the Championship after failing to get back up to the Premier League in the first time of asking last season. Yeah, Pietrowski barely played for us last season, but was just a backup player. But yeah, decent amount of money for him, so he's going to hopefully go and have decent playing time at Luton. Guy Sakira, we finally decided to just bite the bullet and sell him. He's gone to Al Ohdud. I guess Saudi or somewhere around those. Not much money for him, but yeah, I think he only got to 61 overall, so yeah, we just cut our losses with him, to be honest. Piers Charles has got... Is it Piers Charles? It is Piers Charles. Gone on loan to San Pauli for the season. Craig Dawson, we said we were going to sell, and well, he was initially my backup keeper for about a day, or however long. No, it wasn't even a day. It was merely hours with Craig Dawson, but we did say at the end of last season we were going to sell, just not quite cutting the mustard anymore. He's gone to Watford for just over 800 grand, so hopefully he'll get plenty of Championship football. But yeah, thanks to Craig for his service. Bailey Calamatry's also gone back out on loan. He's gone to Union Saint-Gilloise in Belgium. Hopefully he'll have a good season there. And Gassama, we said we were probably going to sell, and well, we have done, to Sporting Charleroi in Belgium again. He's gone for almost 2 million, so decent amount of money for Gassama. So now this is where the ins start to happen. First one, Casey McAteer from Leicester City. 73 overall, 4.2 million he has cost us from Leicester. But a young, look at those stats. Acceleration 87, 86 sprint speed is going to be a very good addition for us. But McAteer was, it was kind of, well, just an upgrade in general. But as well, there is another out that we needed to replace as well. But yeah, young English, that's kind of what attracted me to him as well. Kind of knows the division as well, obviously being in there with Leicester last year. So interested to see, again, happy to operate him on either wing. And that's because we sold this man, Michel Polly, to Luton. So another one of our players going to Luton for 9.6 million, the 17-year-old. And a lot of growth, was easily going to be part of my squad. We had an offer for him, yeah. Well, obviously, Luton, 9.6 million. And I was like, do you know what? For someone that I've not used, and this one could come back to bite me, but for just someone I'd never used before, for a 17-year-old, almost 10 million, I thought was, kind of too good to turn down, really. Plus, he wasn't going to start for me. The fact we've got the likes of Skov, Poveda, McAteer, who we brought in, it was going to be a struggle for him anyway. So, yeah, that one might come back to bite me, but he has moved on. Next in, from Real Sociedad, Rokas Pukstas, the American, somehow. I am really excited about this signing. Just over 7.5 million, only 20 years old. You look at those, 88 stamina, absolute engine. He's just, at 20 years old, he's very well rounded already, and he is already the captain of this team. He can't, just by default, the game put him as captain out of the 11 we have in the team, and I was like, do you know what, absolutely fine with that. So he's going to come in. I think he's probably going to partner Will Hughes in the centre of midfield to start with. Just going to see what he's about, but an absolute monster hopefully he'll turn into, and for just over 7.5 million, I feel like this is an absolute steal. And well, we sold Alan Brown as well. Initially was going to be part of my plans, but then I decided once we brought in Pukstas, we were probably able to get rid of one. Alan Brown is the one that I've decided to get rid of at 30 years old. Just over 1.5 million to Club Brugge. A few of our players heading over to Belgium, but yeah, thank you for your service, Alan, for last season. But again, our squad has just surpassed him now. So, this one needs talking about. Fernandinho has come in from Burgos for just under £7 million. 76 overall. So, again, decent strength. Height 6'3", is very much a different striker to Ike Ugbo. More of the Michael Smith sort of, field of play is Fernandinho. But yeah, very good price. We were kind of limited on options that we knew about in the striker role, but Fernandinho was there. Has really good potential as well, only at 24 as well, so he's got plenty of room to grow. Be interesting to see how he adapts to the Premier League, but we were in need of another striker because we sold Ike Ugbo. Now, I didn't want to sell Ike Ugbo. It was never my intention to sell Ike Ugbo going into the season, but Forest come in and offered £9 million, which was a lot more than he was worth, and he did score 20 goals last season. He's 77 overall, but look at those wages. They've offered him 55 grand a week. We were never going to be able to compete with that. That's basically double our cap. So I left it up to him. The offer was good enough for me, and they've offered him double his wages. So you can't. Well, actually, he was earning 13 grand a week. So they've like quadrupled his wages. You can't really blame him, to be honest. Forest established. I think they're in the Prem this season, so we will come up against him. Did score 20 goals for us last season and was an absolute goal machine while he was here for us. But yeah, unfortunately, he's decided that the time was right for him to make that move. Ugbo out, Fernandinho in, and it saddens me to say that that's not the only sort of similar move we've had to make. Because this man has left us. George Hall, this one did pain me, but again, it was kind of similar to the Ugbo transfer. They offered 11.5 million Hamburg for George Hall, and that was again a lot higher than he was worth. So I left it up to him. In terms of wages, they're not actually offering him they're offering him a lot more than what we had him on, because we signed him when he was a 19-year-old backup, so he didn't want much. But yeah, this one did hurt to see him go. But again, it was up to him. Hopefully he'll flourish in the Bundesliga and we'll see him back one day. But again, it was an offer that was just, because it was so much more than he was worth, it was too good to turn down, really. So yeah, George with his 40 plus almost goal contributions last season, this one hurt. But hopefully we've done alright, because we've brought in Matthias Franke from Crystal Palace with 10.5 million, the same age as George Hall. And, well, in terms of going forward, he's got a similar pace stats to George Hall, if not slightly better, but his finishing is 83. Obviously, in that position, we hope that his passing is really good. But yeah, so almost a like-for-like swap in a way. We've made £1 million out of it. But yeah, from Palace, Matthias Franke has come in, 75 overall, so exact same rating as George Hall. Hopefully he can come in and have an immediate impact, and, just fill in where Hall was gone, and it was like he never left. But yeah, George Hall, he will be missed. But like we said, hopefully Franke can just slot in and fill that void very easily. So then, at this moment in time, this is what our team looks like. So, Cooper is going to start in goal, and familiar back four: Cannon, Osho, Cashin, and Davis across the back. Puigdemont and Hughes in the middle. Skov is going to start for us on the right this season. We converted him to a proper right winger, and his rating went up to 78. So, we've obviously made the right decision. Franke in the 10. We actually moved Asprilla out to the left wing. Again, out of players like Asprilla, Poveda, Windass, I wanted Asprilla in there. He's the youngest, he's the most, he's the brightest, but I was really keen on this Puigdemont guy being in the middle, and in fact he's coming to be our captain, so I was like, well, I need to include Asprilla. He came in as a winger, Asprilla, let's put him back out on the wing. And then Fernandinho is up top as well. So we've still got likes of Afori, who's moved down to the bench. Cantero, Poveda, Windass, all there. McAteer's on the bench. Wintle as well is there. But we are looking to improve. Obviously, we're looking at centre-backs at the moment. If we can bring in an upgrade on Diaby. I think, although I do like him, the squad has certainly surpassed him now. A lot of these players will be looking to get rid of. Christie is retiring at the end of the season, so there's nothing going on with him. I would certainly like to bring upgrades on Diaby, Norrington Davis. I think we've listed Ryan Fredericks for transfer. Again, Buenel as well. So a lot of these players will try and replace as soon as we can. In terms of transfers, yeah, we are looking at centre halves. We've still got 70 million in the budget, so we've still got plenty of spensies. So yeah, that's kind of a catch up on where the squad is. To be perfectly honest, we hired another coach, but that's not really important. In terms of the games today, then we may as well do 3 games. And well, Chelsea, Leeds, and Walsall. That's actually we'll sim Walsall. We may as well finish. The month then. So we'll have Chelsea at home, Leeds away, which is always going to be tasty. We'll sim the Walsall game, and then we'll play Palace at home. So if you are looking forward to this start of the new season and the start of the Premier League season, make sure you pop a like on it for me, subscribe to the channel. And well, yeah, I'm a little bit worried about how this is going to go on Ultimate, but we're here now, so let's just have to wait and see. And well, we have a press conference ahead of our first game of the season, so let's see what the press think. Can your boys beat the Drops this season? We're ready for the fight. I won't say the players are good enough because the squad is very sort of mixed at this moment in time. Is Franca ready to make an impact? The lad's got something to prove. If he is going to fill George Hall's shoes, he needs to hit the ground running. Why are you sticking with Hughes? Absolutely, he needs to play games to get his fullback. I didn't think Will Hughes was that bad for us. I like Will Hughes in the centre of the park for us. Anyway, that's press conference done. Let's head to the game. Here we go then. First, I put the controller under the desk so you can't hear it. First touches of the new season. I'm liking the sort of updated Premier League graphics, must be said. I didn't check the kits. Oh my word, that's a bit of a lunge. Actually, let's check the team for Chelsea, shall we? I was just about to say I didn't check the kits for this one, but thankfully it's not too bad. Right, this is how Chelsea line up then. Okay, they're not taking us seriously at all. JB Cummings starts in goal. Back 4 of Gertruda, Silva, Disasi and Miguel Gutierrez. Fofana and Caicedo in the middle. Madueke on the right, Sterling on the left, and Tino Angerin in behind Datro Fofana. Okay, they've got options on the bench if they need them. They've got Bryce Samba. But yeah, they've got the likes of Enzo and Kunku there if they need them. Alex Garcia. Fair enough. Alright, well, they're treating this one more like a cup game. That was a loose pass. Right, this is going to be interesting. I haven't played this save for a couple of weeks, I would say. So I'm out of touch with FIFA. But also on Ultimate, this is going to be interesting. And Skov has given away the ball there. And Andrew into Fofana. Oh, Fofana. Oh, my word. Thankfully for us, he's hit the bar there. We need to get this one away. And now Pukstas and Fernandinho has actually got in behind this assy hit. And Fernandinho trying to get away. And he can. Fernandinho, he's fouled the back of the net. And on his debut, less than 10 minutes into his debut, he has fouled the back of the net. The Spaniard took a while to get away from him. You can tell that he hasn't really got much pace for Nino. I've had to change up the player instructions because Ugbo was set to get in behind. I've now changed it so that Nino is there to kind of hold up the ball and look to bring others into play. I think I've got Franco set to, or Franca. Or he's got the accent, isn't he? So it might be like Francia or something. I've basically got him to set like free roam. So hopefully he'll like get in behind and cause problems. But yeah, that was a bit easier than I anticipated it would be. We've made a fantastic start to our return to the Premier League, and that's never a foul. Oh, that's lovely passage of play from Chelsea. Madueke into the area, on the edge now. Sterling. Oh my word! I just threw Osho at that, hoping to get a block in. Cooper was beaten, but thankfully so was the far post. Remember, of course, I think it was earlier in this save, we drew Chelsea in the cup, and Christopher and Kunku absolutely blew us away. That's a lovely switch of play there. And now Reggie Cannon will find Pukstas, who's made the run forward from midfield. Oh, tried to squeeze that through to Skov, but pass was intercepted. Lovely dummy there from Tino Angerin. And now Cannon against Sterling in a foot race. Pukstas into the area. Again, we'll have to cut back. Needs an option. Finds one. Will Hughes. Franca. We'll have the strike. Oh, and it's just past the post from Mateus Franca. Get this out wide to Davis, who can have a run at goal, you know. He's found Nino. Oh, that's a lovely turn. One more. Oh, I should have hit it with Pukstas. One more. Pukstas. Yes! Whoa! Lovely goal. The patience played dividends in a way, and the new captain, the 20-year-old Yank, has come in. And, well, what a finish that is. Again, there was multiple opportunities where we could have hit that. But just the patient play, waiting to find the gap, coming absolutely no chance. He's put that right in the top corner from, what, 7 or 8 yards, Pukstas. And, well, 2 debut goals for this Sheffield Wednesday side. What a welcome back to the Premier League it's proving to be so far. We lead 2-0 at home against the Chelsea. Oh, don't concede now, boys. We played so well. Oh, he skipped past him. It's Fofana. Oh, come on, boys. Oh, that's a finish. He's just absolutely flashed that past Michael Cooper in the net. I thought we defended that really well, but Datro Fofana has a goal back for Chelsea, and there's still time. There's about 6 minutes left to go in this game. But just there, Osho, I thought maybe he might try and go for the pass again with Cashin on the floor, but yeah, no, he's just absolutely flashed that into the corner. Good finish from Fofana. Chelsea back in it. Hopefully we can just run the time down now. Oh, that's a lovely turn from Lee Davis. And he's set away a spree up. Franca. Fernandinho will have the strike from distance. It's blocked, but only to Will Hughes. And there goes the final whistle. And full time. And, well, on our return to the Premier League, it's 3 points for Sheffield Wednesday against, well, a subpar Chelsea side, you'd have to say. All the bigger teams picking up wins on opening day, as you would imagine. But a really, really important victory for us. We've had an offer for Gabe Osho from Brentford. They would offer money that I would potentially accept. Although their starting offer isn't great. Oh yeah, we rejected an offer for Josh Widnas as well from Leicester. I'm going to entertain this. If we can get a top end for him, it's a deal that I would actually do. We'll go top end and see if they'll accept that. They're sticking at 5.5. Come on, boys. Play ball a little bit. Hey, alright, if that's their final offer, it's a no-go from me. Sorry, Mr. Frank. But if you're not going to budge, neither am I. Keep working on your game, Josh. What a start. 3 points against Chelsea. And now a Yorkshire derby. Right, similar with Gabe Osho, we've received an offer for cash-in from Everton again. If they offer top end, it's money that I'm willing to listen to. It's already not a bad opening offer at 9.2. We're going to have to entertain this. But I do want top end. So, let's see. Propose 12.3 was what they reckoned we could get. They've come up to 10.7. Well, I'm not accepting any lower than 12, Mr. Dyche. So, they're happy to offer 12 for Ian Cashin. Good thing we've got plenty of centre-backs on the shortlist. But Ian Cashin, as you can see, we've got a lot of scout reports coming in now. Good thing, yeah, he might be on his way. Well, I was going to sign another centre-back anyway, and we have plenty of options on this list. So, if we have a look, we've got Mikael Helik on there. How could he not be? Formerly of this parish and much love. Luke McNally on there from Burnley. Ben Cabango is someone we've had on the shortlist before. Benkovic is there, of course, as a free agent. Former Leicester player, I do believe. Aitor Paredes is there. Very good option. Would come in and be one of our best players on paper for sure. Comer is there from Valencia. I've not really heard too much about this guy, but he does look pretty decent. George Merritt from Cadets. I remember signing this guy when he was like 19, 20 on old career modes gone by. Santiago Mourinho from Atleti would certainly be a good young option. Kaiki from Vallecano. Cabello from Las Palmas, a bit older, but still for some really good physical stats for a 31-year-old. Can play right back as well. Costas from Oviedo. Dara O'Shea from Burnley as well. Twinzabi from Ipswich. Godfrey from Everton. That sprint speed is ridiculous. Rob Dickey, of course, we've had battles against him in the past. Paddy McNair as well, formerly Middlesbrough and former Premier League player. Certainly a good option. But it's one name we've had a look at. It's this man, Keiki. 75 overall, but only 21. Isn't the best in terms of physicals. Has got decent enough sprint speed, good jumping. His technicals, though, I think where it helps him out, good ball control and passing out from the back. Really good tackling as well. So I think with those base stats at only 21, if we can improve his physicals, I really think he could be a very, very good player for us. It is a bit more on the expensive side out of all these options, but I think it's certainly worth it as an investment. So Keiki is the man I'm going to go with. No, we'll begin negotiations. Thank you. So we'll go in at what they're asking for. What his market value is, sorry. We'll go in at 9 million. They want 12.4. Okay, well, let's see if we can't. I think, what was it, 9.9 they said they reckon would be a good opening offer. So we'll go up to that. Actually, Joe, what? We'll be nice. We'll make it around 10 and see what they say. They want 10.6. What about, just be cheeky, 10.3? 10.6. I'll take 10.6. That's fine. Alright. So, we are in negotiations. What's his, do we know what his, can we catch it there? 10.5 grand a week, I think it said he was earning. We're in the posh restaurant in my, in my Sheffield Wednesday hoodie. Right, squad roll. He's probably going to come in, well, if Cashin leaves, he'll probably come in and be, I'll give him important. I think he'll probably come in and be an important player. At 21-year-old, you can have, we'll give you a 3-year deal. That's absolutely fine. He wants 5 years. You know what? Crack on, mate. Disregard release clause now. In terms of wages, ooh, he's going to want a bump. So, we will offer, we'll go 21, we'll double what he's earning, and we'll give him 210 matches wage, 210 signing on bonus. Okay, so we weren't far off then. Yeah, brilliant. Kaiki's in the van. Alright, lovely stuff. Yeah, I mean, normally, if we were in the Championship, I would kind of offer them what they were on, but because we're Premier League, it's not going to cut the mustard, is it? So I had to at least double his wages, but he wanted a little bit more. That's absolutely fine. 24.5 grand a week. We don't need to watch this, but Kaiki is in the van. We might bring in another one of those players that was on that list, because this is kind of an upgrade, if you like, on Bambo Diaby. So as you can see there. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we bring in another centre-back option very shortly. Watch this space. Well, it came a little bit later in the week than we had anticipated. It is the day of the Leeds game, but here we go. Aaron Cashin is leaving us. Another solid player for us in the Championship. Only with us for, one season, I think, but absolutely superb. But, moved to Everton, who actually, think about it, in the Championship, they got relegated last season, didn't they? But cash in, £12 million, certainly not to be sniffed at. And, he's decided to go back down a division and ply his trade in the Championship. Well, we've added some more centre-backs to the shortlist. Let's go shopping, shall we? We did also actually have an offer. We've got an offer for Bambo Diaby, which I will probably just accept. We had an offer from Bournemouth for Lee Davis, Antoine Semenyo plus 150 grand. Now, Antoine Semenyo, 76 rated winger, certainly someone I would have taken into the team. But, yeah, I would have wanted decent money for someone like for Lee Davis, and Semenyo, and that amount of money wasn't going to cut it. They weren't willing to offer me as much as I wanted, so I just said no. But this offer for Bambo Diaby, I am happily just going to accept. So into Miami, he could well be on his way. But let's go sign another centre-back, shall we? So in terms of centre-backs, we have the usual suspects that we went through last time, but we've had a few more. Gaston Alvarez from Getafe, 79 overall rated. CAB van der Henden from Mallorca is 75 overall. Eric Bailly, of course, former Man United man, 77. Danny Calvo, 74. Adam Webster, formerly of Brighton, now at Osasuna, 78 overall. But it's this man, Gaston Alvarez, that I very much like. Look, I was 79 overall, so would come in and be our highest rated player already. 6 foot. Can play left back as well, which is very good. Very decent physicals. Got not, okay acceleration, but very good sprint speed. Jumping and strength is very good. Interceptions as well is decent. Has got decent technicals as well. Can cross a ball, which is interesting. Decent passing as well. Good tackling. I like the look of this guy. I very much do. And at 25 again is a good age to come in. And he's going to cost a bit. Be our most expensive signing probably ever, to be honest. I think the most expensive signing is probably Franco, whoever it was, 10.5 million. We spent the same on who just came in, Kaiki. So yeah, this is going to be our most expensive transfer, but it's going to be a very good addition, I think. So we will go in for Gaston Alvarez. We'll begin negotiations. We'll go in at what he's worth, of course. Sometimes it does work. 17.5. They want 18.1. Should we try and be cheeky? 17. What do we offer? 17.8. Just be a little bit cheeky. They're happy with that. Alright, absolutely love that. Cool. Right, let's negotiate. I think he was on about 25 grand a week. As Mr. Alvarez. So he's going to come in and be crucial. Absolutely. 100% crucial. 3 years we'll offer him. He's happy with that. Doesn't want a release clause. That is fine. And, woo, Nelly. He wants a bit in wages. Okay. Let's remove the bonus. And we'll try and bring this one down, shall we? 28 is what our highest. He wants 42. He's actually gone up a bit. What if we say... No, we'll go 30. How does that sound? He's sticking at 42.5. Oh, this could get sticky. 32.5. Oh, this is the last. Oh, I don't want to blow our thingy completely out of the water. Okay, it might not work for Alvarez then. 35 grand a week's my final offer. He needs to think about it. Okay, well, we'll have to leave that one with him for now. We might have to consider other options then. There are certainly other centre-backs on that list I would take. But I just don't want to completely blow our wage budget out of the water. So, for now, we will have to go and play Leeds. Kaiki can slot straight into that position where Cashin was playing, so I'm not worried about that whatsoever, although we will need to swap those two round. Other than that, I think I'm happy with that. Let's go and play Leeds. Well, there's a press conference ahead of this game as well. Understandable, being a derby. Is Kaiki ready to make an impact? He'll make a difference for sure, absolutely. He's got to come in and hit the ground running really to replace Cashin. We make changes now. We're ready for Leeds. I think this is a game we have to be up for, of course. Important to set our stall out early. Are you looking to sell players? We need a strong squad, I'm going to say. We're going to look to improve. Although there's only about 10 days left of the transfer window. We're still going to look to improve, and we've got the budget to do so. Let's see how we get on. Twice now I forgot to do the lineups, more or less straight off the bat. Right, so the Leeds lineup looks like this then. Montipo in goal, back four of Drama, Stroik, Voba and Diego Rico. Anana and Ampadu in the middle. Harrison on the right, Somerville on the left. Brendan Aronson in behind Max Bayer. Sinister is there. Oh, Mattis Sablin. Very late addition to our Peterborough squad last season. Kufau is there, I noticed, which is interesting. He looks quite good. Bruno Martins Moreno from Villa as well. So they've got decent options. We are unchanged, other than obviously putting Kaiki straight in for cash-in. Other than that, it's as you were. So let's see how... Pukstas has done well to run the ball there. Oh, that's a touch from Espria. So the game against Chelsea was unexpected and much sort of simple. Oh, that's a lovely turn from Drama. Much sort of, I'll be honest, simpler than we were expecting. Oh, Davis has been robbed here. Drama's done really well down this right hand side. And he's got past his man, has he? He's got a ball into the air, and it's Jack Harrison, I think. The Skov. And there's an offside in there. Okay. Yeah, that game was much easier than we anticipated it being. So, we're going to be interesting to see how we get on in this one. Leeds going to be a very different prospect, especially at home as well. And I did notice that they were playing with a gegenpressing style, and they have certainly come out of the gates very much looking to pressure us as Ampadu is into the area. And he's found that bottom corner, an absolute treat. No one fancied closing him down. And while the Welshman has just buried that with some conviction, Cooper couldn't get near it. And Leeds lead at home. But I'll show you, everyone's just backing off. But yeah, he's hit that with some power and found that bottom corner, an absolute treat. Well, this is certainly going to be a very different game to that against Chelsea. There's a ball out here for Espria. Stand this one up towards the far post, but the cross is blocked. It's going to go out for another corner. Pressure again. We get on the end of this one. It's at the back post. Espria. Oh, it's off the line. Oh, and Skov was there. Pukstas turns. Can he get some space? No, he can't quite get the space. He's still got the ball though. Skov needs some help. Pukstas. Oh, I was going to have a go, but just taking off his toe, really. Hughes does well. Finds Franca. Pukstas on this right now. No one in the area. Franca. Well, Hughes has got it. Oh, there's a ball there. And it's Skov. Oh, and it's... Robert Skov. Golden opportunity. I'm not going to lie, I thought he was offside, but the flag stayed down. And that's our best opportunity to date. And Skov has completely missed the target there. Good ball into Somerville. Now back out to Aronson. They've worked this well, Leeds. Can we stay with him? Keiki can't. Oh, well, we've just about managed to deal with that. Oh, but we've given it away in the area. There's nothing you can do about a shot like that. 2-0 to Leeds. That's going to be game. We've just not produced anything to give me any inkling that we're going to get back into this game, but we just about managed to deal with it, and then Keiki just gives it away. I mean, I was trying to play it out this way, but just, yeah, not a lot you can do about that. Cooper, nothing he can do. Well beaten. Leeds will go on and win this game now. Oh, that's lovely play from Harrison. And now Bayer is in behind. And that's 3-0, and we've just been torn apart there. Just as soon as Harrison did Osho, we were always in trouble there, and it's a lovely through ball. Bayer just peels away from Keiki, trying to play the offside, wasn't sure what to do. He's blasted that past Cooper. I don't really think I've seen Cooper make a save yet, to be honest, but still, 3-0 to Leeds. Yeah, that's, I mean, well beaten here. Again, the annoying thing is, oh my word, that's how you just made it to him. The game was there for the taking, which sounds stupid at 3-0 down. Leeds haven't been amazing, but we just haven't got anything going. If we'd have made pressure tell, and Aronson has made it 4. Cooper's not having a good start to his career in a Sheffield Wednesday shirt, but that is going to be that, and that's going to be game, and that is an absolute drubbing. And again, I said it earlier, this game was there for the taking, and after losing 4-0, that sounds stupid, but if we'd have grabbed the goal when our pressure was on, it would have been a very different game. But as it is, defensively, we've just collapsed. That's what I expected from Ultimate, to be honest. But it's more annoying because it didn't feel like a 4-0 game. Oh, well. Good news. Alvarez has accepted the contract. I've not had that before. Accept offer. There we go. Gaston Alvarez is in. Decided to take the 35 grand. I've never had a delay and then they've accepted. Well, what a signing that has proved to be. Very good addition is Gaston Alvarez to the side. Almost £18 million. Hopefully he can improve the defence after that game. There we go. Confirmation that Bambo Diaby has gone to Inter Miami for 1.75 million. We are looking still to improve the squad. I've found an absolute gem, but I went in with a contract offer and he turned it down. And you normally have to leave a week, and the end of the week is going to be deadline day, so we'll have to wait and see. Right, so for this cup game then against Walsall, we are going to sim this one, and this is how we're going to line up. 10 changes from our last game. Afori comes in goal. We're going to have a back four of Fredericks, Keiki, Osho and Norrington Davis. So actually it's 9 changes because Osho played the last game. Wintle and Osborne in the middle. Pervader on the right. McAteer to make his debut on the left. Windass in the 10. Cantero up top. Hopefully this should be fairly routine and get us back to winning ways. And it is to a degree. I mean, the stats suggest it was comfortable. McAteer with a debut goal and Cannon getting a winner. Walsall proving a bit more of an issue than I would have liked. But still, we are through. That's the most important thing. And well, for this final game then of the episode, this is how our visitors, Crystal Palace, line up. Owen Goodman in goal, only 68 overall. A back four of Dodo, Ibanez, Richards and Simicas. Wharton and Clem in the middle. That's a great picture. Looks like a proper FM regen that you get, or new gen that you get face packs for. Anyway, are you on the right? Only 70 rated, Jordan, are you? Ruben Vargas on the left, Eze 83 rated in behind Azon, and then Iheanacho, Garnacho, Parisi, Banza, O'Reilly, Savage. A very good bench. I think it is definitely a case of some teams taking us not as seriously. Still some good players in there though. We've had to make a change. We're back to full strength, but Keiki was not fit to make this one. So Osho comes back in. Alvarez is there to partner him. Hughes and Franca both playing against their former sides. But other than that, it's as you were. So at home seems to be the most fruitful place for us to pick up our points, which is obviously naturally going to happen, you know, especially as a newly promoted side. You want to try and make your home ground as much of a fortress as possible, and that's where we're going to win the majority of our points. But yeah, it's proving very much so in this episode and this season so far. So hopefully we can pick up a fairly decent result today. And that's never a foul. Again, what is it with these Premier League referees just being really soft? And it's just skip past Pukstas there. Be interesting to see though how Alvarez copes with the Premier League on his debut. That's a lovely piece of play. Oh, and I thought he powered that past Cooper there, but thankfully into the side netting. Alvarez caught a little bit wanting there. Dodo, Alvarez comes across well, gets a touchdown, but still Palace come forward. Dodo, Alvarez, he's given a penalty for that. He's given a penalty for that. Alvarez, on debut in the Premier League, has given away a penalty. And again, it feels soft. And that's never a penalty. He's just stood his ground there and tried to nick the ball off of him. And now, Eberechi Eze has got the chance from the spot to give Palace the lead. What are you doing, Cooper? I've held that way for ages and it's a very good height. How are you not saving this? Cooper has really tested my patience early doors, you know. That's such a simple save on FIFA if you've guessed the right way. He's made an absolute hash of that. And well, a really soft penalty. It's not even a penalty, but very soft penalty. And the keeper, I think I might be in question marks. Oh, Nino. Oh, that's poor. Come on, boys. Franco into Firmino. As the defender maybe covered across too much. Maybe he has. And Firmino grabs an equaliser. Well, not best place this one, but he's got a decent ability with his feet. A little bit slow, but the defender had committed too far. Able to cut back onto his left foot. And the new number 9 just puts his foot through it into the far corner. Nothing that Goodman could do about that. The first proper chance that we've created in this game. And well, this season, they're certainly proving to be few and far between in terms of chances created. But thankfully, we've got a bagsman who can put them away. 1-1, just over 10 minutes to go. And thankfully, Alvarez there with a big, strong tackle. And that's probably going to be that. And it is indeed a 1-1 draw. Disappointing. We have to take that, though. Unfortunately, the referee given a really stupid penalty against us. But it is what it is in the Premier League. But some players, certainly question marks over. And while we have made another signing on deadline day, it's not quite the gem that we had in mind. A certain Pervis Estupinian that I was trying to bring in, 83 overall. You go to Spain and you can find some gems. Unfortunately, he wanted far too much in wages. He wanted 50 grand a week. I wasn't willing to part with that much. But we bought in this man, Lucas Pires, who not quite as good as Estupinian, but certainly a decent addition. £10 million from Cadiz. 24-year-old Brazilian left-back is 76 overall rated. So certainly an upgrade on Norrington Davis. A couple of other options that we had there as well. But yeah, certainly a good upgrade on Norrington Davis. Good addition to the squad. And yeah, just excellent depth as well. So he can play down the left as well. So we could utilise him as a winger properly if we wanted to. So yeah, good addition. Happy with that. Wasn't first choice, but certainly happy to bring him in. Let's see if we can't get some more deals done potentially. We've still got about 40 million, I think. Well, as a result of us bringing in Lucas Perez, it means that this man is going to be departing us. Reece Norrington Davis will be leaving. He's going to Club Brugge. Had a couple of options, Club Brugge or Copenhagen, but has decided to join Alan Brown at Club Brugge. 1.8 for him, which is decent. But yeah, we've just surpassed him now. So I've just noted a massive transfer in there. Ruben Diaz to Real Madrid for 110 million. Well, there's still 4 hours of deadline day to go. See what else we can get up to. Well, they took one of ours, so we are taking one of theirs. Another addition made to the side, and this time is Nathan Patterson from Everton. £14.5 million he's cost us from the Championship, but only 23 years old, and he's 77 overall. But a vast improvement on the depth that we have in that right back position. Could even come in and start, to be honest. Maybe pushing Cannon into centre half. We did. Girona's just a goldmine. So they had a Stupinian as well. But they've also got Ben White. And I tried to sign Ben White. But again, wage demands just vast difference. But these were a couple of other options. We had Ricard from Granada. And then Tenalia from Alaves as well. But yeah, Nathan Patterson, very, very good addition. Very happy with that. So yeah, that'll probably do it. I mean, we've still got money, but we've got 25 million. We could save that for January and maybe add one or two. You know, see how things go. So we've already made what 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 signings so far in this window. Not quite the whatever it was, 15 or 16 from last summer, but yeah, some very good at depth, which is massive at this level. So I'll go and add Patterson to the team, and then we'll see out the rest of deadline day. And there goes deadline day. So a pretty productive one, it must be said. Transfer window and all 9 players brought in. If we have a look as well at who was let go, we sold 13 players. Some, of course, that we wanted to, some not as much. But the squad is definitely in a better place now. That is 100% sure. Be interesting to see how we look going forward. I haven't added Patterson to the team yet. But yeah, so it's been a steady month so far. 1 win, of course, from the Chelsea game, a draw against Palace, a heavy defeat against Leeds. We're through in the Cup. But if we have a look at what is to come in the next episode, then, 3 games. We start with an away trip to Southampton, then an international break. We then have Brighton at home before taking on United at Old Trafford. The first big away day for us in this Premier League season. I assume Wolves are in the Premier League. They are indeed, so that might be a game that we actually play if that's a cup game. So that might be the next episode then. So that'll be it then. We'll go back to 3 games just to enjoy this first Premier League season. But guys, if you have enjoyed this opening episode to this new season, make sure you pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.